Warrigal is an aged care organisation with a vision that older people will have great lives and a purpose to support older people to create inspiring communities. Today we'll be analysing Warrigal's strategic decision to build an aged care development at Shell Cove based on an innovative service delivery model. We will then look at whether the outcome has been met and provide recommendations and conclusions on the strategic decision. Hi Peter, thanks for meeting with us today to talk about Warrigal Shell Cove. So we'll just start off with the first question about why did Warrigal decide to build an innovative aged care development at Shell Cove?
That's a good question, and it really relates to our vision at Warrigal. Our vision is that older people will have great lives, and sitting very closely with that is our purpose, and that's to create inspiring communities for older people. So really, if that's the vision, we need to think about our homes, our developments, and how we deliver that vision. So that was the fundamental goal, to deliver that. So we created Shell Cove, and in doing that, we wanted to create a home, a place where older people would really enjoy living, a place where they were able to make choices about the care and the services that they receive. In doing so, we believe that we would create a point of difference with this home at Shell Cove, and we certainly have proved that since it's been occupied.
So I guess if we talk about the strategic decision that was made when you were considering Shell Cove, what was the strategic decision that led to the outcome of building Shell Cove?
Yeah, so the strategic decision is that we needed to understand what the customers' needs and expectations were. And so to do that, we needed to talk to the community. We needed to engage representatives of all different ages, the age cohort that would be ready, to receive services, and even their sons and daughters, because they have a different view. So it was about understanding the demand, their expectation for what they would like to see in aged care services, particularly here at Shell Cove. But we also did a lot of research on what other aged care providers were doing. What was their point of difference? What was working for them? Because we really wanted to move away from the old school of nursing home and aged care and create something different, which was really all about providing services and choice for our customers. We engaged with the local community to ask them what they would like to see in an aged care home. So we ask our customers, we ask future potential residents what they would like to see in their home. And so we take that and it forms part of our design. Our staff are stakeholders in the project. They have a lot of great things to say about the services that we provide, how we could improve them, how we could do differently. We engage lots of designers and architects, they're stakeholders in this process. So our council and the planning staff, and we work with them. Our executive team are also stakeholders, as are our board. And at Warrigal we have an older person's advisory group. We actually think that we have a lot of very talented customers and residents at Warrigal. And so we seek their advice, we seek their input. So the stakeholder cohort is very wide. And at times it needs to come together where the decisions are made, but we cast that net pretty wide.
Yeah, so following on from stakeholder engagement, how was the decision actually made to progress with the Warrigal Shell Cove development?
Yeah, so all of that information is collected in various forms, and it's really the role of the executive team and key project stakeholders, the staff who have been instrumental in designing the service delivery model. That's the way the services are provided. We have them around the table, and so that group really make a recommendation. That then goes to the board of directors, and they will either support or otherwise.
Do you think that new service delivery model will put you in a really good position with the new accreditation coming out?
Yeah, I do, because it's all about, the new accreditation standards are all about the customer being the centrepiece, having choice in what they do. We started that here 8 years ago when we started what is the vision for the home. Through link to the vision of Warragul, older people will have great lives. So how are we going to achieve that? Well, we need to flip the way aged care is provided. So absolutely, we saw this coming. And you're right about the government funding, and it seems to be getting less and less every year, whilst the cost of wages is going up. And relying on the government is getting harder and harder, particularly as we want to look after, attract and retain staff. Has the strategic goal, the vision, been achieved? The answer is yes. We're full. We have a wait list, but really, when we go back to the most important question, which is about the vision of Warragul, older people having great lives. That's why we did this. And have a look around. You see our customers, you see our residents smiling, you see them engaged, you see them involved in activities. So the answer to that is yes. But it's something that needs to be maintained. It's not a set and forget. It needs to be continually monitored and adjusted to ensure that we keep up with the expectations of our customers, which change.
Warragul has made this strategic decision based on the 3 Horizons strategy. Horizon 1 being extension and defence of core business, which is aged care. Horizon 2, building an emerging business where Shell Cove is a fully integrated aged care development with an innovative service delivery model. And Horizon 3, Warragul's created a viable option by listening to customers and providing for customer needs. We will now analyse Warragul's strategic decision using the Exploring Strategy framework. We'll start by talking about the strategic position. The diagram summarises Warragul's strategic decision and the why behind the decision. It creates a clear link to the vision of the organisation. It identifies a philosophy of choice. The development is innovative, using technology to connect residents with the community. And the development also allows Warragul to meet a key strategic objective of organisational growth. Analysis of the strategic decision of Warragul will explore why the strategic choices have been made.
A pestle analysis of the environment the aged care industry operates in shows there are opportunities and threats for Warragul. The current key drivers for change that are influencing the industry are government funding, changes to accreditation standards, and changing consumer needs to a more lifestyle-orientated care. The current threat of changing accreditation standards has been turned into an opportunity by Warragul, who already conduct business in a way that meets new standards. Long term, Warragul needs to consider that the government cannot sustain the current funding model with an ageing population and increasing demand for services. An analysis using Porter's 5 Forces methodology found that competition in the aged care industry was increasing. There are currently over 3,000 organisations providing aged care services. Combined with Australia's ageing population, this provides opportunities for industry growth, as the number of people requiring aged care has increased by 116% over the last 10 years. However, the time, industry knowledge, legal requirements and cost to enter the market are substantial barriers that will limit new entrants and substitutes. Bargaining power of consumers is increasing, with customers demanding a focus on lifestyle and well-being. However, this is limited by the geographic dispersion of services and competition that can limit consumer choice.
Looking at the variety of voices that Warragul genuinely listened to throughout the strategic decision-making process, it is clear that the company has enlisted a stakeholder model of governance. While the local council had earmarked the land for aged care, it was Warragul's long-term outlook and horizontal governance framework that led to an innovative design centralised around their customers. In order to truly address stakeholder needs, the governance model has to be highly inclusive, interactive, adjustable and collaborative. When Warragul developed their new IT hub, they empowered their customers to become further involved in the governance process by providing them with a platform to have their input heard. This level of transparency is what enables success when making decisions using the stakeholder model of governance.
Warrigal has offered a traditional model of aged care, and ShareCo represents a new model of integrated care. Warrigal has continued its development procedure by considering the fundamental change in the world. After developing an intentional culture base around key behaviors as a result of culture transformation program in 2014, this culture forms the basis of ShareCo and includes 3 key behaviors. The overall culture is for staff to find the yes in response to every customer. The staff must be enabled to display the behaviors to deliver both Warrigal's vision and service delivery model. High-skilled staff, the service delivery model, and the role of technology are distinctive resources and capability, which provides a competitive advantage for Warrigal. One of the significant change is the flexibility among services, budget, rostering to meet customer needs.
So how was this strategic decision made? What are the strategic choices? After engaging both the exec and service delivery model team, a proposal was adopted to support Warrigal's strategic decision to build this new innovative development that aligns well to its overall corporate strategy and business model. When it comes to the corporate strategy, in accordance with the framework Creating and Sustaining Superior Performance by Michael E. Porter, Warrigal has chosen to compete in the aged care market by developing a strategy of differentiation, incorporating a philosophy of choice through innovative new service offerings, supporting by a passionate workforce, environment and community. For its business model, differentiation and choice is how Warrigal will have a competitive advantage. That also forms its value creation model. Warrigal's value capture aims to continue to look into other new developments to grow its assets and footprint, in particular securing more government funding and increasing its customer source of income from 23% to over 23% in the future by meeting current and future demand for aged care services. So there are challenges and potential issues. Peter has mentioned an ageing population, which is contributing to increased demand. To address this, Warrigal have secured additional land to build developments and have secured funding. To grow sustainably, Warrigal must be careful with the speed of growth in times of high demand and a shortage of supply in this ageing population. Economic conditions and slowdown may impact future demand or change customer circumstances, government funding and future revenue sources. So what was the outcome? Was the strategic decision effective? What were the success measures and were they met?
While being at capacity with a wait list of hundreds highlights Warrigal's economic success, their focus on maintaining organisational performance is a promising sign of the company's openness to evaluation. Warrigal have achieved their vision already, but are aware that they must continue to identify gaps in their service delivery model to remain relevant in today's ever-changing landscape. Warrigal has been successful. Their customers have choices, which has increased demand, they have strong year-on-year asset growth, and vitally, their customers are happy. Based on these metrics, Warrigal have achieved a highly successful strategic outcome and are prepared to adapt as required to maintain this status.
After analysing Warrigal's strategic decision to build an innovative aged care development at Shore Cove, what are our conclusions and recommendations?
The goal has been achieved due to the effective strategic decision-making process.
Shell Cove is full. Customers love the new facilities and demand is high.
Warrigal will continue to invest their growth via new technologies, facilities and footprint in the surrounding area adjacent to Shell Cove.
Warrigal will need to continue to invest in ensuring they help older people live a great life, which will open more opportunities for others to join their community. Their readiness to continue assessing suitability and identifying gaps should allow Warrigal to continue to prosper.